The heck is going on? This is what it's come to. This is me now. I'm in the cult of pickleball. Is that what you're saying? The cult of pickleball in Downbeach, the Ventnor Classic, funky pickle. What's with the funky? Have I been consulted? No. What about us with different musical backgrounds and tastes? Funky pickle. Funky pickle. Maybe the punk rock pickle, maybe. I don't know. No, you can't do it. Can't do it. Can't do it. Downbeach Buzz has now lowered itself to use half cucumber, half pickle, punk rocker. Somebody who's too embarrassed to admit they've joined the cult. It is a freaking cult. Anybody will tell you that. You play pickleball one time, you're in the cult. Nobody will dispute that. We just had a freaking weekend in Ventnor. so I'll admit I avoided it. I avoided pickleball. I thought it was for those people. Those people, you know what I'm saying? But then I go, let me put the tennis racket down and pick up one of these ping pong paddle things with a wiffle ball. I go to sleep at night listening to this stuff. Let me turn it up. It's enjoyable. But there you go. Yeah, people can't wait to see me coming because one of the first words out of my mouth is, yeah, I played pickleball today. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm in disguise, mainly because I'm embarrassed. I got so into pickleball so fast that I got involved with playing with more advanced players. Some of them well into their 80s. I pulled some muscles. Upper glute. Yeah. Tylenol, heating pad. I'm such a wimp. I'm ready to be pickled. That's how bad it is. Oh, do you like the style, the hairstyle? For the punk rock pickleball thing? Because we're going right up against the funky pickle. Damn them. Had too much fun at the funky pickle. Totally ignoring the other genre of music. Anyway, my hair was coiffed and done by a lovely lady, Sherry Champion of Salon 309, right there next to Steve's barbershop. I don't like when I walk through and Steve has that sharp blade in his hand, but I do my best. Anyway, I took some pictures of the Pickleball Festival, the Ventnor Classic this past Saturday on September 11th. It was really spectacular. It was awesome. You want to watch more video of pickleball playing? 'Cause I know, just if you're like me, that's what I do at nighttime to go to sleep. Because I vow that when I return after my injury, I'm looking at you, Cy. I know you're 87. I am going to finally beat you. I'm not kidding. I need to beat him. Yeah. Anyway, this guy's working. I'm embarrassed. I mean, it's a cult. I met somebody from Brigantine, and they're in charge of Jim Mogan. He's Jim Mogan. He runs recreation for Brigantine. I go, Jim, I know you, past couple of years, you thought your life was difficult trying to get 4x4s on the beach and the beach tags and all that nonsense. How you doing with pickleball now? And he goes, first words out of his mouth, Jim Mogan of Brigantine says, it's a cult. I go, that is correct. Yeah. You're liking this hairstyle, aren't you? You're jealous. That's okay. Let me turn this down because it's hypnotic. I took some pictures too because that's what I do when I can't play pickleball. I pulled a muscle. I got so involved, so into it so fast that immediately my body, after a couple of days, said, what are you doing? You haven't played stuff like this in 25 years. So here's the entranceway to the Funky Pickle Ventnor Classic, the first annual. It was a big event. It was surprising. Out of nowhere, The Ventnor Recreation Center right there in the middle of town, where the tennis courts are and the volleyball right there on the boardwalk. And it was a beautiful day, perfect day too. I got some other photographs here. There you go. That's the logo, the Funky Pickle, the Ventnor Classic. Let me. I know that you want to continue to look at me and my. You like those earrings? And my hair? That's right. Salon 309 on Dorset. Yeah, I go to the CVS. There's a whole aisle devoted to pickle stuff. Cucumbers, brine. Yeah. I'm still a cucumber, if you could tell. I'm still firm. I'm not mushy and watery and with big seeds. I am Jewish. I am a Jewish pickle. All right. Don't call me a schmeckle. Don't do that. I know where you're going with that. Anyway, let me reduce the size of me for a moment. Bear with me, so I can enlarge the images over here, if you don't mind. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I apologize to everybody. I thought I would miss the wall, and I do miss the wall, the practice wall. We should have a practice wall somewhere. I miss it. But they knocked it down and created a beautiful court, another pickleball court. Sometimes it's called a challenge court, where the most advanced play, and you keep playing until somebody beats your ass, and that's going to be me. Soon. Maybe. Not really soon, but, soon enough. There you go. I have a whole collection of the wall. The wall. I got so hooked, I got rid of my cheap paddle and spent about $80 for this model, bought some new tennis sneakers. That's what happens. Be careful. You pick up a pickleball paddle, you better be committed. First off, it's a lot less expensive. It's easier to learn, easier to get into. It's more accessible to all different age groups as well as skill levels. So I never thought I would play it. But damn, I'm freaking stuck. I can't get out. The thing that will get you out if you get into it too much and you forget that you're not 21 again, you're going to start reaching and running and backing up and swinging. You're going to pull something. That's right. That's right. So some photos I took. It was a perfect day, perfect weather, no humidity. And you see some of the sponsorship banners along the fence there at the pickleball courts. At one time, I believe this area used to be 4 tennis courts. Then they were converted into, 4 pickleball. Now it's 6 pickleball, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not looking at, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's 6 right here. So it's a total of 7 pickleball courts in Ventnor, but there is a couple of those portable nets you can roll on, and you can, retrofit. You can convert temporarily a tennis court or a basketball court, So that's that. Pickleball 101 they provided some for beginners. They offered lessons and some other instruction there at the Ventnor Classic this past Saturday, all day long inside the Ventnor Recreation area. The Funky Pickle. Still working on the other. Well, it's going to come back next summer. They spent, what did they do? They donated, I think, something about $10,000. So it was a fundraiser as well, with about $10 grand being given to the first responders. Even Josh Vidal, the police officer from Atlantic City. So a lot of that cash went to a good cause. It was a great day, even if you weren't a pickleballer. You hear what I'm saying? Another angle. Look how beautiful the courts are. Of course, over time, I guess every so often you'll see upgrades, but it's moving in the right direction, that's for sure. The volleyball courts converted into an area where there was picnic tables. The band played under the tents. I think over there is Ducktown Tavern as well as Water Dog. Some cornhole, and the mammography van was on site from AMI. And it was bittersweet to see Essel's. Essel's also had a vending stand for their great comfort food. I missed them. They used to be in the Ventnor Vassar condo, but they left. But they're always on the road. They have their business out there right offshore, as well as doing a lot of the mobile stuff Essel's on the road. Love those folks. Ducktown Tavern from Atlantic City. A lot of great retail. Yep, this pickleball thing is creepy big. It's getting big and bigger. And I got hooked. Damn it. All pictures from this past Saturday, September 11th, 2021. A all-day pickleball festival. Who knew? Who knew? It's like bamboo. It's an invasive species. You put one pickleball court down, you better watch out. I'm not kidding. We might even see, there's discussion, maybe there's some space out on the Heights, Ventnor Heights. Put some courts out there. What do you think? Well, I got plenty of thoughts on what's going to happen next summer. This summer was big. I think something like approximately 450 seasonal memberships were sold. And that's not counting daily. That's not counting weekly fees to use the pickleball courts. It was huge. And there's the three young ladies inside the office keeping track of stuff and scheduling. They deserve a huge raise. It's not an easy job. Teresa and the two others, I just forget their name, but they were really, I watched them. It was not an easy job. I used this courtyard area for all the vendors. There's vendors all over the place. Here's a photograph of the basketball court being temporarily taped off and set up as a temporary pickleball court. Pickleball, kind of a mixture. This is the best way of describing it. It's not perfect, but pickleball is sort of a mixture of badminton and tennis and ping pong. It uses a badminton-sized court, but the net is to the ground, and I think it's something like 3 feet high, if I'm not mistaken. There's a specific height. And the ball's like a heavy-duty wiffle ball, and the paddles are typically oversized ping pong paddles. You can have fun right away, but the real part, the best part of the game is when you get to the point where you want to be strategic and learn about dinking and lobbing and attacking and blocking and chicken winging. Yes, and somebody can hit the ball right into your your thing. And boy, it could sting a little bit. I'm glad I could bring that up. I hope that's not too much information. I think it's right on target. They brought out these, I don't know what that's called, but the coverings over this area not only provided shade, but also gave it a really cool look. See people waiting in line. They had a whole schedule of tournaments and round robins and all. I can't even keep up with all the great stuff that pickleballers, and even people had no idea what pickleball was. It was a fun place to be. Look how great the courts look. Demonstrations. More vendors. Food. The Challenge Court. Once the home of the Wall. Landing Creek Pickleball, they have a retail outlet in Ocean City. I think the Ventnor pickleball courts and the recreation area, it's got to figure out a way of having outdoor water fountains. Donna Peterson from Ventnor, an excellent job managing this whole thing. So congrats to Donna Peterson of Ventnor. She's in charge of stuff like this. What a great job. So let me just read. A press release went out today. Wow, what a day. This comes from the promoters of the Funky Pickle Ventnor Classic, the first annual. Alex and Maggie. They sent out an email, and they said, wow, what a day. It's all about this past Saturday. Our first ever Funky Pickle Ventnor Classic, presented by AMI. Feeling excited, fulfilled, genuinely grateful, and a little bit exhausted. We have to Say thanks to Atlantic Medical Imaging. Let me go down here a little bit. All kinds of great sponsors like the Water Dog Smokehouse, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, right? Ducktown Tavern, right? Essel's, Performant Pickleball. And let me go down here. I'm just reading the press release a little bit. Thanks to all the vendors. Thanks to Donna Peterson for all the help. And, of course, some thanks, plenty of thanks to Pat Harrigan, Joe Tosh, and the entire Ventnor Pickleball community for embracing the event. And $10,000, over $10,000 raised to support emergency responders like the All Clear Foundation as well, and the Josh Vidal Foundation. Josh being a officer who was shot, an Atlantic City officer. So there you go. A great Funky Pickle Ventnor Classic debut. It was fun. Stay funky. Alex and Maggie of Funky Pickle Productions. That's where that is, all right? All right, just a few more pictures. Because my good friend Bill over there at the old Wawa converts it into an indoor pickleball palace. It's fun. Okay, you can't do so much lobbing, but it's a blast. I went in there to say hi, and he goes, here, hold this racket. Let me break out the lobster and lob these balls at you at 60 miles an hour. I go, okay. Bill Lacavera. I think, yeah, he's been around for 40 years doing Ventnor things, and he was a fireman, deputy chief for the Ventnor Fire Department. I think he's a insurance adjuster right now, and he played pickleball a couple of years ago, 5 years ago, picked up the paddle. All of a sudden, he's buying Wawas and converting them into interior pickleball courts. I'll admit, I go, Bill, you really want to, I think we're all talking about making him buy like old malls, converting the Hamilton Mall or the Wellington Mall into indoor pickleball, that high ceilings. I bet he's thinking about that. But he really is good. He has a open play. So you should check it out. The old Wawa on Dorset Avenue is called Performance Pickleball, Inside Pickleball. And there's the lobster. You plug that in, and every couple of seconds, it shoots a ball at you. It's good. And they got video screens, so you can watch your performance. You can see how you're playing. There's training. There's a training wall. Great bathroom. There you go. And there's the old configuration of the pickleball. All right, that's all I can handle. That's all I can handle. I know you were very excited about this, but I was embarrassed. You know what it's like to be into pickleball and then you get hurt and then you have to sit out? You know what that's like? Do you know what that's like? I go up there and just stand like a sorry puppy, and I just hang on the fence and look and go. But I watch YouTube. I have problems, okay? That's like an AA, Alcoholics Anonymous. Hi, my name is. I have a problem. I'm in the cult of pickleball, especially in the Downbeach area, Ventnor. Margate has 6 courts as well. Yeah, but Ventnor has to prepare for summer 2022, because if they thought this summer was crazy back there with the pickleball courts, you just wait till next year. 2021, you'll consider that a picnic. I'm not kidding. All right, peace out. That was fun, wasn't it? Was that fun? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe it's a little bit fun, right? I don't know.